Hi guys, I'm Jeppe. I'll show you a yoga sequence on the FeetUp Trainer. So our main focus, like I said, will be the upper body for this class, and in particular the upper spine. And I would like you just to, as you stand here with your arms down alongside the body, just have your feet about hip width apart, parallel, and eyes closed. And then standing here with your eyes closed, at first just become aware of tensions you might have in your face. You can release around your jaws. You allow for your lips to soften. And even to relax the small muscles around your eyes and sort of allow your eyes to sink a little more back into their socket. Just allowing the whole face to be soft. And you might feel as you soften your face how already that echoes into the attitude you're having. How it brings a certain softness and sensitivity into the attitude. You maintain that softness of your face, but now bring awareness into your feet that are on the ground. Notice how the weight is distributed. And then allow for the exhalations to bring awareness down into your feet. And invite for the inhalations to grow up along the backside of your body. So you stand with the softness to the face and awareness into your foundation and allowing for your breath to flow. From here you can slowly open up your eyes. And you can lift your arms up in front of you. So you just have your arms straight up in front of you. And what I would like you to pay attention to now is that when you reach your arms forward, you can reach as far forward as you can. You bring a little bit of rounding into your back. And you can do the opposite, that is pulling your arms back. And this is going to be a key ingredient for what we're going to do in this sequence. So just think about reaching arms forward and inhaling, drawing arms back. So this would be a protraction of the shoulders, and this would be a retraction of the shoulders. Releasing the arms down alongside the body, feet parallel a little bit in front of your FeetUp Trainer. Inhale, reaching your arms up, pressing down through your feet, gently bend your knees. And exhaling, hands down alongside the body. Inhaling, bending down, reaching up. And as you exhale now, place your hands down on the feet up. Releasing your upper body forward and just allow the neck to release. On an inhalation here, you can press down into the feet up, lifting the chest and heart up, pressing shoulder blades apart, exhaling, rolling forward. And just begin flowing here, following your own breath, so that you on the inhalation will be lifting chest and heart up. And on the exhalation, bending forward. You can have your eyes opened or closed, whatever feels good for you. Just finding that flow. Now pay attention to, while you're up, that your shoulders can be here, but they can also protract, so you press away, press into the FeetUp Trainer, pressing up. Inhale there, and then exhale, first melting the chest down, secondly bending the arms. So the routine will be inhale, lifting up, pressing in, rounding over the back at the top. Exhaling, first melting the chest down, secondly chest and heart forward. Your next inhalation. Step your feet back and find a dog stretch. So a firm grip and whole foot to the ground. What we mainly focus on here is allowing the chest down towards the ground. So if having straight legs will round your back, just bend your knees a tiny bit and then allow it to be your chest that melts down. On an inhalation here, you can come forward into a plank position. And the exhalation, bringing you back again into a dog stretch. Just following this vinyasa, inhaling, bringing chest and heart forward, and the exhalation all the way back into a dog stretch. Inhaling, you can round the back a little, and then here in the plank, exhaling, melting the chest and heart down, inhaling, pressing up again, exhaling, back into a dog stretch. So follow that rhythm, inhaling, coming forward, pressing away, exhaling, melting the chest and heart down, inhaling, pressing up, and exhaling, back into a dog stretch. One more round of this, inhaling forward, exhaling, melting chest and heart down, inhaling up, and exhaling back. From here, bring your knees down to the ground and just sit back in a kneeling position. So in the kneeling position, you can have your palms facing up. And already this is quite a revolutionary position, and everything we're going to do today is going to be towards that revolution. This is the not revolutionary position, this is the keyboard position. Whereas this is a radical expression, this is right the opposite. You're useless with the keyboard in this position. So just place your palms up, shoulders back, chin in, and just sit here and just allow time to experience just the first 5 minutes of movement in your body. Again, just pay attention to how you can still have a softness to the face, how you can still feel the ground, and how your breath can flow freely. And from here, place your hands forward. You can move your knees a little bit back so that they're approximately below your hips. You inhale here, widen over your chest, and exhale, melting chest and heart down towards the ground. Inhalation, give a little bit of lift up. Exhaling, try exhale through your mouth. And just see if that gives a little bit of quality of surrender to this. Inhaling, strengthening up, giving a little bit of muscular activity into it, and the exhalation brings you down. Inhaling up, and exhaling down. Excellent. Bringing knees a little bit forward, stepping your left foot forward now. So you bring your left foot forward to the outside chair, and then pressing down through your feet, back leg straight. You place your right hand now at the wooden beam at the center, pressing down through the right hand, pressing down through the left foot, drawing the right shoulder a little bit back to avoid cramping up, but drawing it back, and from here, extending up. Back leg remains straight, a little bit of hook to the front heel, and allow for the exhalation to twist it a little more open. Exhaling, hand back down to the knee. Inhaling, reaching your right arm up now. So go for lengthening of the whole right side of the body. So as you inhale here, release the hip a little bit down, reach over towards the left side. Inhaling up with both hands, exhaling hands down, back into a dog stretch. Inhaling here, exhaling, melting into it. Inhale, reaching right foot forward. Back leg completely straight. Keep the heel quite high, so avoid it to fall back, but keep it quite high. Finding the wooden beam. Active front leg. Inhaling, reaching up. You inhale into your solar plexus, and on the exhalation, twisting. Instead of twisting from your shoulder, twist from your center. Exhaling, placing the hand down on your thigh. Inhaling, lifting your left arm up. Lifting up through the left arm. Drop the hip on the left side a little bit down. And now allow the hip towards the left, hand towards the right, lengthening all the way over the left side of the body. Inhaling, reaching both arms up. Exhale, hands down, stepping back into a dog stretch. You can just take a step forward. You'll need to reposition your FeetUp Trainer a little bit, so approximately at the middle of your mat. And we're going to prepare for a bit of drop back, so make sure there are no kids, dogs, furniture too close to you. So come into an inversion first, placing shoulders nicely on it, and slowly lifting up. From here we're going to eventually do a drop back. In order to take care of ourselves in the drop back, we need to make sure that our core is engaged. So we'll just do a few lifts up and down. You can inhale here and exhale, lower the toes down towards the ground. Just do a few repetitions here on your own count. If keeping your legs straight is too challenging, bend knees in. Excellent. Next time you're up in the inversion, you just stay here. To drop back, you can either do it with split leg, reaching one leg down, or keep them together. I'll for now keep them together. I lean a lot back to get towards the floor. Reaching down. You might need to reposition yourself a little bit here. The idea is, again, now that we're working on the thoracic part of the spine, so avoid getting it too high up so you get into the cervical part, but you find somewhere at the middle of your thorax that seems it might need a little bit of movement. You place your hands in to catch hold of this wooden beam again. For now I have my hips a little bit lifted, but what happens then is I inhale and exhale, lower the butt down. I keep holding on to the wooden beam. And now you might need to fiddle a little bit around before you find yourself comfortable here. But what we look for is a place where you can stay for approximately half a minute, just resting into the space. You can keep your necks relaxed as best as possible. And while holding a firm grip of your hands, just see if you can really release over your chest and allow a deepening here. We'll slowly prepare our shoulders towards coming into deeper back bends like a full bridge. So just taking time here to really get the chest and heart open. And slowly releasing that and just continuing down into sitting on your butt. You can move yourself a little bit higher on the chair, and then from here, to relax the back of your head, you just place your hands in, finding the occiput right where the skull meets your neck. And you just sit here, and yet again, allow a little bit of release backwards. And we're going to do some cool back bending, but there's no fun doing cool back bending if you don't feel it. So really take the time here to just experience what it feels like in your body right now. Excellent. And slowly coming out of that. So before we get into the deeper back bending, we just need to make sure that our thighs are stretched out as well. If we don't get our thighs stretched out, they will cramp the lower back before we ever get into the back bending. So have your left foot forward, you can place your fingertips down, then place your right foot up at the center of the mat. What I really like here is that if I flex my foot, flex my toes, I can actually catch hold of it. It's like a little hand reminding you that you're a monkey, catching hold of it. Excellent. From here, I aim for getting my hips on a line, so avoiding opening up, getting the hips on a line. And then we do a little bit of work for the butt, a little bit of work for the thigh. So I press down through my foot here, press down through my foot on the ground to lift up and to lower down. This is also one of my favorite kind of glute butt strengthening exercises. So if you give a little bit more momentum to it, like pressing down, just balancing back and forth here. Next time you're down, you stay down. Still flexing the foot. Now bring the navel a little bit in, bring the lower ribs in, but then allow for your hips to sink forward. Most probably you're going to feel that on the front side of your right thigh. From here, inhaling, reaching arms up. Exhaling, hands down. Wiggle your hands back, catching hold of the FeetUp Trainer. And then I actively press my foot into the ground. I draw my shoulders back, and then I sink my hips a little bit forward. And if you feel any sort of intensity here, any sort of drama, try to meet that with a softness to the face. Try to meet that by breathing just a little bit deeper into it. Inhale, reaching your arms up yet again. Exhale, hands down. You're free. Stepping the right foot out, left foot comes back, finding that hook of toe engaged. And we just begin the lifting first. So inhaling, pressing down through the foot, pressing down through the wrist or ankle of the foot. If you feel like you can even come into a little bit of jumping. Hand down here, foot is still flexed. Drawing the navel, lower ribs a little bit in. Reaching your arms up, and then allow for your hip to sink a tiny bit forward. Inhaling, reaching up, exhaling, hands down, catching hold yet again. First I lean a little bit back to catch hold, but then from there, keeping my shoulders back, I gently again bring my hip forward. Releasing that. Just taking a gentle little forward bend here. You might need to bring it just a tiny bit further back. What we're going to do now is coming into shoulder bridge and then eventually into full Urdhva Dhanurasana with feet supported up here. But first thing first, come down to your back and lift your hips off the ground until you have your foot fully supported. Then from here, reach your arms in to catch hold. And now we're going to go for the retraction of the shoulder, drawing them back in so that it will be pulling in the FeetUp Trainer, allowing shoulders back, lifting chest and heart up. If you find this challenging for your neck, you might want to place a blanket below your shoulders just to elevate it a little bit. If you're fine, you just rock along. Keep your feet active in the ground, pulling your shoulders back. And releasing and letting go. You can just rest here. So the thing is, from now on, we're going to go into the full Urdhva Dhanurasana. The challenge is oftentimes that we tend to jerk the lower back and never really get into the thoracic part of the spine. So we'll try here by elevating the feet to see if we can really get the chest open and get the chest out over our hands. Setup is the same again. Feet parallel on the trainer. Shoulders are drawing back, just getting this setup first. Then from here, you place your palms in the ground. Then I would like you, before you lift up fully, to lift onto the crown of your head. Once you find the crown of your head, chin a little bit in towards the chest. Feet still actively down into the FeetUp Trainer. And then from here, reaching back, drawing shoulders back, allowing the chest and heart a little bit out. Placing the hands down again, drawing your shoulders fully back. And now as you're pressing up, bring the direction of your chest out over your hands. And eventually, extending fully out through your hands. Toes still active. And exhaling, lowering all the way down. If you feel like going for a second try, this is the time to do so. Doing a few Urdhvanasana push-ups or bridge push-up can also be an opportunity. If you feel you've had enough, you lie exactly like I do here. That's the constructive rest position, or the FeetUp Shavasana. Your legs are lifted, your thighs are less heavy into the hip socket, making it easier for you to relax. However, before we get into the full Shavasana, I would like you to lift your feet up. I would like you to lift your arms up. And then on an inhalation, you allow your legs towards the left side, arms towards the right side. Inhaling to the center. And exhaling out. Inhaling up. Exhaling out. This time, just keep your legs out to the side. Support the hands with your left arm, or the legs with your left arm. And you just lie in a twist. Inhaling, coming up to the center. And exhale, opposite side, right hand on top of the knees. You breathe into your solar plexus. And you exhale and release out from that. Eventually, just bringing your legs back on the FeetUp Trainer. Have your arms resting out to the side. You can lift your pelvis a little bit, pressing your buttocks towards your heels, releasing the lower back. And yet again, you can return to where you started the class. That was the softening of your face, an experience of the ground, and then just allowing for the breath to flow freely.